How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I am doing, of course, another point of view drive, but more importantly I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've managed to achieve in 2019 on YouTube and what I would like to achieve in 2020 on YouTube. First of all, before I begin doing that, Happy New Year, as this video should be coming out on the 1st of January. I will be away in the mountains skiing, so apologies if I'm not replying to comments and that kind of stuff, but I am busy having fun, basically, and enjoying my New Year's, and so should you be. And I thought it would be more fun if I actually went for a drive and spoke to you guys, because what's this channel all about? Cars and driving and having fun. So yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. But without further ado, let's get into my year in review and my next year. So let's start with what I wanted to do in 2019, and most of it, by the way, I didn't achieve, but that's not the point. We're going to just talk through it regardless. I wanted to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That was the goal that I set myself, and I knew it was going to be a tough target, and I still sort of backed myself, not fully, but I backed myself enough to give it a go, and I haven't quite reached that. I've reached 28,500 subscribers, which I am, by the way, incredibly proud of. When I started the year, I had just 13,000 subscribers, so moving from 13,000 to 28,000 subscribers, I've more than doubled my subscriber count in the year, which I just never expected, because originally I actually thought that my channel grew as an accident, like luck. One video went viral, and that just kind of helped all my other videos to go a bit more viral, and then it would slowly just decline and I wouldn't get any more views anymore. And that hasn't really been the case. Instead, the channel's continued to grow, and it's grown better than it did last year, and as an overall, I'm very, very happy about that, of course. Like, that to me, that makes me very happy, is what I'm trying to say. On top of that, I said I wanted to reach 5 million views. I only had 1.5 million views at the time, and so 5 million was a massive, massive thing to sort of reach. But I haven't reached that, of course. I've reached 4.1 million views, which I am still massively proud of. Going from 1.5 to 4.1 million views, it just, again, boggles the mind. I never expected to grow at such a rate. I never expected to get so many views, and it really is a testament to you guys actually finding my videos interesting most of the time, I guess, and also that I'm doing something right, at least something right. One thing that I just have no real excuse for is I didn't go to the Nürburgring in my Polo, which was one of my plans. I wanted to go to the Nürburgring in this car once it was ready. I've basically just not felt like the car was ready, and I didn't have enough time. And I know that those are rubbish excuses, but that's just how I feel about the situation. So next time I will do my absolute best to end up at the Nürburgring next year. That's one of my goals for the year, but we'll talk about that a bit later. And the other thing that I really wanted to do last year was to make a monthly review video of all of the news, and I did that for a few months, but I decided that it wasn't that much fun to make the videos, or not that it wasn't that much fun. I felt that my videos weren't that good. I thought that I could do them better, but I wasn't in the correct situation to make the videos. In my head, I needed a better place to sit and talk to you guys, and there was so much stuff that I actually wanted those videos to be more like. Basically, I wanted those videos to be like Philip DeFranco videos, and they just didn't end up being like that at all. So with all that stuff that I didn't achieve in 2019, let's talk about what I did achieve instead. One thing that I decided I would do from about the midpoint of the year was start reaching into new types of videos that weren't just my normal top 5s, and also the Pointless Polo project, of course. Now, this is something that I definitely did do. I started the subscriber showdown, which I was very happy with. I started talking about Formula 1 drivers, which I was also very happy with, some of my favorite videos of the year. I also started doing point of view drive videos as the one you're seeing right now, and I've enjoyed doing these. I've also enjoyed doing the sort of more story time style videos, and I think that was quite a big achievement on my part. I just wanted to try doing different content and seeing if you guys enjoyed it, and for the most part, I think, judging by the response, you guys have. Another achievement is that I actually gained 7 patrons over the year, which I think is just ridiculous. I never expected in my entire life. I actually remember when Patreon came out as a thing a few years ago, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, and it's so sick that people are going to actually sort of be that invested in creators that they'd be willing to actually give them their hard-earned cash each month. And I have 7 patrons, which I know I have 28,500 subscribers, I have over 1,000 followers on Instagram, that kind of stuff, but 7 patrons is nuts, like just nuts. Speaking of Instagram, I achieved a target that I actually set myself, which is amazing. I achieved 1,000 followers on Instagram, which again is super, super cool, considering I started that account at 0 about a year and a half ago, and it's come to the 1,000 at the end of the year. I think 1,183 at the time of making this video. I'm not going to set myself a target for next year, but we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go along. But a massive thank you to those of you that have gone and followed me on Instagram and been liking my pictures, enjoying the content, giving me more ideas for content as well, DMing me on Instagram. I thoroughly enjoy it when you guys get involved and send me DMs for stuff. It's really, really cool. I just generally enjoy the Instagram platform. One thing I'd also say is that I got Penny, this Polo right here, to a much better spot than I had it at the end of last year. Maybe some of the mods were slightly less pointless in the Pointless Polo project, but I'm really happy with what I've done so far, and it's given me scope to kind of move forward towards the future. So obviously I did the alloys, I did the suspension, I did stuff like painting the wing mirrors and all that kind of stuff, and there's plenty more that I still want to do. I did the GTI seats, which is one of my favourite mods so far, and I'm just glad that I've gotten the car to a position where I'm actually still happy to drive it, and I actually enjoy working on it and doing stuff to it. Another key one is that I actually bought a new car, which is just nuts. I bought Maxine, my MX-5. It was not a car that I expected to buy at any point in time, but having bought the car, I am very, very happy with it. I've gotten myself a whole bunch of MX-5 related stuff, and Christmas, which has just gone, my family bought me a bunch of parts of the car. I'm about to buy a bunch of parts of the car. I really cannot wait to start working properly on that project. I found it very difficult to actually choose a car to buy in the end. It was just something that was completely evading me in terms of I spend so much time looking into cars and researching cars for you guys on Instagram and YouTube that it just never, I don't know, it was hard to actually choose a specific car that I wanted rather than just researching other people's cars. One thing that I'm quite proud of, and I'd hope you guys were fans of too, is the fact that I actually managed to continue to reply to comments despite the growth of the channel. So over the last few weeks I've been slacking a bit because it's been Christmas and I've been doing my best to spend some time with family and minimize my workload. But what I started in 2018 with replying to comments, I've managed to continue in 2019, and that's something that I personally am very proud of. Can I just say I really enjoy chatting to you guys. I don't reply to comments for any reason other than enjoyment. So sometimes people post comments that I can't really respond to, and if I don't respond to you, often it's just simply because I don't know what I can respond. Sometimes I'll just give you an emoji or something, but in general I really enjoy replying to comments. I love chatting to you guys. I find it really, really cool that you guys take the time out of your days to write on my videos and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's something I'm really happy with. Another achievement for the year, I've learned a lot along the way. It sounds pretty simple and it's pretty cliche as well, but I have learned a lot. Like, I tried wrapping the roof of my car, completely failed at it, and I learned a lot in that experience. But I didn't only learn practical stuff, I also learned some more theoretical stuff. So looking at cars just in my top 5 videos and stuff, you learn stuff all the time. So yeah, really happy with that kind of stuff that I've been learning. One of my favorite things about these learnings was I've done them all whilst settling into my new job, which I started in March, is my graduate job. I've told a few of you guys before, I am a business consultant for one of the large financial services firms. Oh, and one more thing that I'm quite proud of, I've upped my upload schedule from 1 a week to 2 a week, at least not during the Christmas period, but moving from 1 a week to 2 a week was something that I thought was going to be insurmountable, and yet I've managed to keep my full-time job, going to the gym, socializing, all that good stuff, going alongside running 2 videos a week, and I'm really happy with that. And I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do 2 videos every week, but I'm going to do my absolute best to do 2 videos every week. It really just depends on how inspired I am to make a video. I don't want to make a random video just for the sake of uploading it. I want to make sure that I make videos that you guys enjoy it or that I find interesting to make. So I'm just going to put the effort in and make those videos basically. Right, so now that I'm stuck in this very boring M25 traffic, let's talk a little bit about what I want to do in 2020. In terms of my goals, of course, I'm still setting myself goals and targets and stuff, but I'm not setting myself number-based targets. I think it's a little bit unhealthy, for me at least, to constantly focus on numbers and to think about, like, oh, am I going to hit X number of subscribers? Am I going to hit that many followers on Instagram? Am I going to hit that and that and that? And I don't want to have that running my mindset. I want my mindset to be run by making good content. And again, that probably sounds super cliche, but what do numbers mean really if you're making rubbish content? I want to make sure that I always put the content first and then the number of subscribers second, third, fourth, like well beyond first basically. So one thing I want to do is go to the Nürburgring again, because that was a really fun thing to do 2 years ago and I really miss doing it. So I want to go to the Nürburgring, that's number 1. Number 2, I want to do a subscriber meetup, and I've spoken to a whole bunch of you guys about this and you guys have asked me questions and you want it to happen. I will do a subscriber meetup. I'm just trying my best to work out actually how to do one. If anyone has any experience of doing one before, let me know. Drop me a message on Instagram. I'd really like to hear from you. I want to increase the consistency of my different series. So for example, with the subscriber showdown, I basically make one when I feel like I've got enough good cars to put into it, or when I feel like it's the next best option, basically. But I want to make that more consistent. So I don't know how often I want to do them, but I want to make sure that I make them often enough, if you know what I mean. I want to drive and test more cars. I've had a few dealerships send me requests to come and drive their cars and say that I'm more than welcome, all that kind of stuff, and I really appreciate that. But what I need is for a dealership near me, because they're always off in like Leicester or Manchester and stuff. I need one near me, near Northwest London, to say, yes, JB, come along, drive our cars. And yeah, I'd really enjoy doing that, and I think you guys would enjoy it too. On top of that, I'd quite like to drive some of your cars, and I know that a whole bunch of you have asked me to drive your cars, and it's normally my fault that I don't actually turn up to drive your cars. It's just simply because I am always horrendously busy. So yes, I will do my absolute best to drive your guys' cars where you want me to. One thing I want to do is collaborate more with other YouTubers. So there's a whole bunch of YouTubers out there doing similar car content to me. I feel like it's rude that we all do it on our own, and I think that we should collaborate more and basically just enjoy cars together rather than always so siloed and on our own. Come from a part of the working world where you're always working in teams, you're almost never working on your own on anything. So then coming into YouTube where you're always working on your own, I think that's wrong. I think we need to collaborate more. So I want to collaborate more with other YouTubers. I want to go to more car events. I'm going to go to a whole bunch with my dad. I'm obviously going to try and help him out with his Peugeot as well, which I don't think will be ready this year for car events, but I want to attend more car events either way. I want to learn to vlog properly. I think I'm okay at vlogging, but there's definitely a skill to it which I haven't quite learned yet, and that's something that I really want to do. I want to get my racing license, which I've mentioned in previous videos, and very fortunately last night from my girlfriend I was given the starter pack for getting your motorsport racing license here in the UK. So I am now step one to getting that license sorted. I think I'll make a series out of it. Let me know in the comments down below if you think that's an interesting thing you'd like to watch. I want to get the MX-5 to a really good position. I'm about to spend horrendous amounts of money on parts for the car so I can start working on it. And then once it's in a good position, I want to take it to track days. And that's one of my key goals for this year. Get that MX-5 out on track, get me driving around in it, get my racing license, all that kind of stuff. It all kind of ties in quite nicely together. As always, I want to engine swap the Polo. I just don't know when I'm going to have time. Hopefully when the MX-5 is in a drivable position, I'll have it insured. I'll drive it around on the roads as my daily for a bit. That means I can take the Polo off the road, get the engine swap done and the transmission swap and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully have an absolute beast of a Polo from then on. And finally, and most importantly, I want to make content that you guys want to see. So a little while ago I put out a community post asking for video ideas from you guys. I'm going to try and get through as many of those as possible over the year, and yeah, just let it be known that that is one of my key focuses this year. Anyway, I know the end of this point of view drive has probably been quite boring. I'm just sitting here on the M25 doing about 25-30 miles per hour, and that's not really the content you want to see, I'm assuming. But I hope that overall you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope that you've enjoyed my 2019 on YouTube, and I really hope that you'll stick with the channel for 2020, as I have a lot of ideas and you guys have a lot of ideas, and hopefully together we can make an absolutely banging YouTube channel. Massive thank you as always to you guys for supporting the channel. Massive thank you to my patrons as well for going that extra sort of level, I guess. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.